Okay, back by unpopular demand. I got a few people asked me yesterday if I would please stop doing the Fortnite videos so we could do another one of these. And as requested, here I am. Okay, well, very good, very good. We'll see who pops in to say hello, say hi, stop in and chit-chat a little bit. We'll try to come up with some interesting ideas. We'll definitely be stopping by the Batcave. Hopefully some of our new friends from Fortnite are stop by to hang out and say hello. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If notifications actually go out or not, I guess that'll make a big difference on whether or not I'm going to be, which you guys will be able to see this or not. Who knows? But we'll see in a little bit. We've already got some people swinging on by. Well, thank you so much for stopping on in. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. I guess, what are we talking about today? Well, let's see. If you're on your lunch break, and I guess you're in the United States, and I guess Central Eastern time zone, you're probably still on your lunch break. Hopefully you're stopping by to hang out for a minute with me. Hey, Highwayman, how are you, sir? If you're in the UK, it's probably about 5:30 in the evening, so maybe you're taking your tea break. I don't know what you guys do over there. The UK, you guys are 6 hours behind us in the future, so it's something like 5 in the morning tomorrow there, if I'm getting it right. It's odd to be different. It's for the first time ever. That's how I've been able to figure out the Australia time. It's 6 hours behind me yesterday. So say 5 o'clock in the evening. That's what it is. It's 5 o'clock in the evening. 6 hours, 5 hours back, double it or flip it around in the evening. It's 5 hours in the evening tomorrow. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Or it's 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Something along those lines. We're close. I'm close. But hopefully you're having a good work day today, and you're on your lunch break, and maybe you're sitting in at the break room or whatever. Maybe you're in your vehicle is what I used to do on lunch break. I always used to hang out in my vehicle on lunch breaks. I'd bring my lunch out there, crank the AC, turn on the radio, and listen to talk radio while I ate my lunch. That was a regular routine I used to do every morning. So maybe you're doing that with me here on yours. I have no idea. Hopefully that would be cool, man. Sitting here, you're like, hey, listen to this Yahoo talk about stuff. Eat your sandwich. And that's how I would do things. That's why I would talk to the new privates. Good morning, Evie. Good morning. Evie's here. She's dyed her hair this pretty color. I have been digging it, guys. I'm not going to show it to you because that's not up to me. If you do want to see her new hairstyle, you should go over to her your modeling page, right? You have a modeling page.
I still haven't even posted it on there.
Yeah, still haven't posted. So there's no way to see it.
Nope.
There's no way to see her new hair.
Because it's not finished yet. I've been so lazy.
It's okay. Quite all right. Quite all right. So she's bombing. Kenneth, the Kentucky fam. Hello, sir. Hello. I'm going to be here for a little bit hanging out with you guys, getting some chatting and some chitting done, some chit-chat done. And, yeah, so it should be a good day. But I kind of don't like how this is, like, drowning my face out, so I may go ahead and try to adjust the lighting over there just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me do that real quick. Ow. Let's flip this. If I do this that way, how does that look? Is that a little better? A little more. There we go. Should be good. That should be much better. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I don't look all like Two-Face, I'm not all drowned out on one side. Much better. Well, while we're taking a break, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the Batcave real quick. Okay. What's that, Steve? What's that? Hello, Steve. Just some dude. Thanks for stopping on by, buddy. How you doing, huh? Nothing, dude. Looking good, dude. Looking good. Feeling good, huh? Okay, well, that's good. That's good. It's good to see you, Steve. Just some dude hanging out. Brad was one of the ones who requested that I do this. I made sure I shout out his channel last night as we were rocking the Fortnite. Put a nice big plug in there for Brad. Of course, we put one out for LA Beast. Kevin was kind enough to stop by the stream yesterday as I was playing some Fortnite. Nice. Thank you so much to the LA Beast coming by saying hi. It's always a big plus, and it makes me feel good when I see other YouTubers that I know. Like Steve coming by is always a big plus. When Brad stops by, it's exciting. Ash stopping by. To have anybody like that stop by, even for just a moment to say hello, it's It's an honor. When Reese comes by, it's an honor to have you guys. All my friends in Britain, it's more exciting to have you guys. But when we get a couple big names that stop in the stream, it's always a pleasure to have them over. And not because it's bringing attention so much more that it's just nice to see that they watch YouTube as well. You know, they're not just creators, they're consumers as well. So it's part of what I do is what I think YouTubers should do is I promise not only will I create content, but I also promise to consume some. And so it's an in and out. It's a give and take. It's a yin and yang. You're just about to grab a bath. Well, then I'm glad you're taking your bath break with me. Take me into the tub. Here we go. That could be weird, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Wata. That's what Bruce Lee. Gary. Hello, Gary. I tried to go a little early live today so that people in the UK would more than have enough time. Very weird. It's not weird. It wasn't weird, Steve, until you just made it weird. Now I don't want to go to the tub with you. So do not take me to the tub. I mean, I guess it's okay if you really want to. I'm not going to tell you no. It's not going to bother me. If you're in the tub, you know, you got me propped up maybe right there with your little stand across you and your toes sticking out of the bubbles and you're just laughing and pointing. That's completely okay. That's completely okay, Steve. It doesn't have to be weird till you make it weird. But yes. Yes. Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, Steve. Just so. Maybe face me the other way and then just listen. So it'll be like radio. Yeah, like radio. Okay. So you guys been enjoying any of the Fortnite games? I've been enjoying playing the Fortnite games. I know Evie hasn't enjoyed the Fortnite games. But she's getting better at it too, guys. She is definitely getting better at some of that Fortnite stuff. It's definitely a skill you just got to keep playing. And if you're frustrated playing it, just keep playing. I mean, if we go back and we watched my first video of me playing Fortnite when I streamed the first time, I'm sure it's horrible of the running around I was doing or not doing, lack thereof. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, that's good, Steve. Oh, yeah, Gary. Well, I'm glad I was able to. We got so many people turned on to playing Fortnite. It's so cool. It's a fun game. I like the Battle Royale system setup. I'm starting to find out that there's quite a few good players out there. Quite a few. They're hard. It gets tough, but you can always catch them. You know, depending on the game you're playing, just because you're a good player doesn't mean your team's going to be. And it's too easy. I've seen it happen too many times where one good player gets just overwhelmed by three. And it can happen. It can happen. And it does happen. And, you know, they were the better player of the three of the attacking team. But as a whole, that's not how sometimes the game works. And I've been enjoying it. The 50v50 has been fun. I think I got like 6 or 7 the other day on that one. I was enjoying that one. I was doing the math on it. I was like, okay, I think I got 7 kills is what the total was. I was like, out of 50-50, I got 7. So that's not a little more than almost 15% of the map I had taken out, just by myself. Snipers have become a great big thing on that. But we're not here just to talk about Fortnite. We're going to let our minds wander. There's Peanut right there, whoever was asking for him, and was asking about Peanut yesterday. So there's Mr. Nut right there. And he looks up. Perfect. Oh, did you? Hello. Ketko. Hola, how are you? Oh, it's Darren. Hello, Darren. What's going on? Haven't seen you in a while, Darren. How you doing, dude? Not for nothing. Glad to have everybody hanging out. We already got a dozen thumbs up. I appreciate everybody hitting that button. That makes the world a difference to have 5 people. Some people weren't able to stay as long. I can understand, so they swing by. Hey, there's my man's Jay Green, and they hit that thumbs up. That's just as good. I'm doing very well. You cool, buddy? Okay, he's cool.
Oh, my God. Is Miss Bobby backing up again? Yes. Every time she backs up out of the driveway, that's what happens.
Something's got to be wrong with her.
It wakes me up damn near every single day. Beep! I think she's doing it on purpose to let people know she's backing up.
I think she does. Well, you're technically supposed to do that. You beep your horn as you back up. But I think she does that to make sure the cats get away.
Maybe.
Probably doing that.
But it is like, seriously, every single day. It is so annoying.
There's Piper. You see the llama, the peanut llama. That would be great if Fortnite put peanuts in there and they could be like peanut bombs and you throw them and they explode and they bounce. Ping, ping, ping. That would be funny. I would play with those. You peanut bombs. Or you could set it down and it just runs forward to the enemy a certain distance. It runs towards them. If there's a wall, it has to go up and over it first so they can build around, but it's only got a certain distance. I guess it would kind of be like Nintendo 64's Zelda, where you put the thing down and it just drove forward and exploded after a certain distance.
Like the chattering teeth. Yes,
I like the chattering. The chattering teeth would actually be a good idea for a bomb. Mm-hmm. If it bites them and they can't move, they can turn in circles, but they can't move. It cuts
their Achilles tendon.
Yeah, I like that. It bites their ankles, and they can't run for like 10 seconds if you get hit by one. And it could be an item. You just drop down, and it goes. That would be pretty cool. That would definitely change the dynamics of a fight if somebody can't move. Yeah. Hey, Epic, are you paying attention? This is a great idea. Great idea. I love it. That's a smart idea, Evie. Good call. And it would be visually funny because it would be the color pattern would match. Little chattering teeth. Bite your ankle. Then you can't move for like 5 seconds or something like that. 5 seconds can be an eternity in that game. Gary knows what I'm talking about. I guess we really didn't mean to have turn this into a Fortnite chat, but that might be the way it goes for a little bit until we can get some topics going, or until I can get my brain functioning in a dysfunctional way. Either way, it's going to happen. Hold on. Remember, nothing. Nothing. I know this is never mind. No, we're not going to say that. Sure we are. We're going to do it. I'm going to just tell you guys the honest truth. I went to Nashville a few weeks ago, and I saw this school that said Nashville School for the Blind. It was a beautiful school to help blind people out, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. For a moment, I was puzzled. I said, damn, this is a beautiful school. Too bad.
They couldn't see it.
I mean, they had a very nice billboard put up, and I was like, that's kind of just like so not necessary, guys, to have a giant board.
That's how it was in Australia. They turned it into the health department later on, but they had this big, massive castle-like building, and it was so beautiful, and it used to be the home for blind children. And I was like, wow, this is... But
what a beautiful place to live in. You should see...
Right?
But, who's that? Hello, Louise.
But Louise. It's like an old castle.
Hello. Look at my dimples. Look at them. You will look at them. You will love it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mean, to me, it just felt like having a big billboard up just felt a little unnecessary. And they had flowers planted, and I was like, this is just things that were annoying me. It was like, well, I understand where they're going for. They do want to have a nice campus for the students there. But at the same time, when you're in that kind of a situation, functionality, I think, definitely trumps beauty. I just didn't see the point of planting flowers.
Look.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
That's the health department.
Oh, that's lovely.
But
look, a lovely building.
The school for blind, but it looks almost like a crazy insane asylum.
Piper! Hi, pretty kitty. She's behind the computer right now. Are you going to sit there?
It looks like it should be haunted.
It does. So who's down to go hang out with me at the Winchester house? I'm down to go.
I'd rather go to the Mansfield Reformatory.
Mansfield Reformatory. We do need to go do one of those. Maybe when we go up. How do you get to book a night there?
You can do it right here.
Let's find out how we go to the Mansfield
I could
Reformatory.
call. That's the sad thing. I know people I could call to do this for free.
How do we do that? Because I'm going to be up there in August. I'm going to be up there in August. And if I'm going to be up there, I got to go visit the Jiggies. And I have to go visit the J-Man show. And I'm figuring if we're up there, if we can somehow slide in a night where I can stay the night, well, maybe like 3 hours from midnight till 3 a.m. at the Mansfield Reformatory. Little ghost hunting up there would be interesting. I'm always trying to come up with ideas. Now, 90% of my ideas that I come up with probably won't get implemented. But the 10% that do, ooh. So, but the Mansfield Reformatory or going to a haunted location always seemed like something that would be easy and fun to do. And I would like to do that. And Gary says he's down to come hang out with me. Now, Gary, would you want to go to the Winchester House or the Mansfield Reformatory? Because I'm down for either one. But now it is said that the Winchester House is considered the most haunted house in the world or America? I'm going to say the world.
I think in America.
I'm going to say the world because I'm all about the world. Gary, if you ever are down to go, man, I'm down to go. We also have the Bell Witch Caves nearby here. If you're not familiar.
Oh, wow. They have the tattoo festival at the Mansfield Reformatory every year.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's called Incarnation.
Well, that kind of like ruins us because now it's like the spirits would be angry that you're having a festival.
But they even have like a audio tour. It says history's most infamous walk the same halls as history's most infamous prisoners. Immerse yourself into the foundation that formed the Shawshank Redemption. Whether you're hunting for the paranormal or simply looking to tour the beautiful architecture, you can find it here at the Ohio State Reformatory.
Gettysburg may be the most haunted town, but I do believe that the Winchester House is considered the most haunted place in the world.
I think
it may be in America, the most haunted house in America, but I don't think Gettysburg is the most haunted town. There's actually there's a town out in New Mexico. I want to say it's in New Mexico, and that is supposed to be one of the most haunted cities. Like every building in the house has had reported activity, but that would be fun to go do, huh? I just want to see the walls bleed. Is that too much? I just want to see the walls bleed. I don't mind having to piss off whatever ghosts we have to do that. I just want to see the walls bleed. But I won't lie, I love going with people who are very much into that, and then they're like, don't say this to the ghost, and that's like, oh, that's the first thing I'm saying. And they're like, don't, and they get really, you're gonna get us in, so and then I just love doing that kind of stuff. It's just funny. Because while I do take it serious, I'm up for anything. And what's the worst that's gonna happen? Oh, the ghost will kill you. Well, then I guess I'll be a ghost and I'll be able to fight it on its own terms then, right? Seems like a double-edged sword.
About the time that we'll be getting up there, it looks like they have open self-guided tours available.
Did you ever think about this when you watch like ghost movies like that and they're like, oh, somebody died here, so their ghost is haunting the place, and it like pushes somebody down a shaft? Does the ghost not realize that it had all the power until it killed somebody, and now it's leveled the playing field?
August 10th, there's a ghost walk.
So there's like just different days and stuff where you can go, and it doesn't. They don't charge nothing.
I don't know what it does cost.
Well, that wouldn't be too bad if we could get the.
Let's see what is
if we could get Jiggy and the J-Man show to meet up for a collab, and we do that. Creepy.
Whoever is behind me, stop.
Whom? Okay, I can see Piper. To whom it may concern. I was born in New Orleans. To whoever whose concern it was, I was happy to be there. I don't know. I gotta work on a Louisiana accent.
So for a regular self-guided tour, it's gonna be about $12 an adult.
That's not bad. Anything for veterans?
Oh yeah, military.
Woohoo!
$10.
Nice. Saving $2.
Actually, $4.
$4. And if I buy all the tickets, I should be able to buy for everybody.
And then let's see what the other.
Joe's a veteran as well.
Ghost Hunt Challenge.
So, all right, $10 to go to a haunted building. Not bad. Look at Piper getting all excited and happy.
Public ghost.
Look at the cats back there. This is just great. You guys are getting a show right there.
Challenge intermediate. Oh my god, what the fudge is wrong with this?
I will definitely check that out, Gary. 30 East Drive. Remember me to message me that one. Hold on, let's do it. Let me put it in my phone real quick. So I still haven't gotten to get my new phone yet. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm very happy with this phone. I don't want to upgrade it.
Holy crap, a ghost hunt challenge is $70 an adult. That's it.
What is that, a night?
I have no
30
idea.
East Drive. Oh, there it is. There it is. You spelled it wrong. It's with an E, not a Y, Gary. It's with an E, not a Y. Just moved it during the house. It was a baffling phenomenon.
The ghost hunt walk at 10 is about $25 each. Stop, butter. Why is this minimum?
Huh.
So, I mean, there's stuff we can do.
Ooh, it's a poltergeist link. Okay, so they had a haunting there. Very interesting. Where is that located?
We could also very well go down the street to Red River.
I mean, that's just as easy too. What if I go to 30
it's
East?
easier.
It's the easiest. Tricky. It's tricky. Tricky.
Peanut, go lay down
rock some time. It's tricky. Hello, Tricky. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, going to the I would still want to go if I'm going to be up there. It's not horrible to go. Maybe we should just crash the joint. That's more my style anyway. Just go. Jump the fence and when...
Anyway. I'm not going to spend time in Mancy Precinct. Thank you.
I'll just tell him I'm a veteran. I was walking through the woods. Came across this fence, needed to get around it. Hop the fence. When they say, what's all this ghost hunting equipment? What do you mean ghost hunting equipment? Tracing water lines. Going very well, Trick. It's going very well. Just hanging out today a little bit. Wanted to get a little face-to-face time in with you guys. Some others had asked if I would do... That's not ours. Thank God. For once, I know that's not mine. I do not have to jump and go check and see if the my cats are being attacked. I know it's not. Let's see if that's at work.
You can be concerned about somebody else's animals, but
what a I haven't seen any of my army buddies on here in a while. It's been a minute since they've stopped on by. I bet he's at work right now. We'll give him a wave anyway just to see. Hold on, I want to tell him your request is granted.
The fuck was that sound? Sorry. My bad, but that sounded like a human person in the bathroom.
Oh, you okay? What happened? What happened, Evie? The cat? Your ankle? Help me.
Oh, I twisted my ankle on this stupid dog tire thing.
Oh, you rolled your... Oh, I thought it was the cat.
Oh,
okay, it's just her ankle.
rolled.
She's okay. One day my mug will feature on YouTube wearing a bolly. Huh.
Butter had her head in the... It sounded like somebody was taking a really bad poo in the bathroom. But it was Butter sticking her head in the pan in there. And her collar hit it.
No, Brad doesn't get it. I love being really all of this combined.
Yes, that's what led up to me getting up. Because I was like, am I hearing things? Am I going crazy? Do I have a tumor? But it was really just Butter the whole time.
Brad said to do a face-to-face, and he has no idea what's going on. I just text him right here. Your request is granted. That's all I'm... You know what? That's what I'm leaving him with.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm leaving him with.
Oh, God, that hurt so bad.
I imagine it did. That looked terrible.
Oh.
Let's do it in your face, Batcave.
And you know, I was just like,
in your face. Bam, that just happened. That just happened.
No, it didn't.
You may want a Band-Aid because that's going to bruise.
Don't put Band-Aids on bruises. I'm just going to say that much.
They call me a bee because that one's going to sting. In your face, Batcave. Never been done before. That's never been done before. No, did you see how in your face I was? That was awesome. This is so stupid. Anyway, pow, right in the kisser. Hup. Hey, up. Hey, up. So. Sega. All right. One, two, three, four. Let me do that to zero. Now what? Now, here's something interesting, guys. Is I figured when we do that hot car thing again, which I'm going to do, and we're going to bring the thermometer out. But Evie has got this really cool thermometer, and I think I'm going to put that in the back window so that you guys will be able to watch as the temperature goes up. It'll be a lot cooler. It's just a really cool temperature thermometer Evie has. It's got, I think it's got like a neutral alcohol solvent, and then it's got these fluids inside of it. And as the ball's raised, it tells you the temperature based on the viscosity of the water at certain temperatures, and so on and so forth. It just happens that this fluid is at the same temperature and it matches up, and they made this little glass thing for it. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But we'll use one of those as a temperature. Anyway. I love my VCR. Not a lot of people have those anymore. You should go get one. Go pick them up cheap. Hang on to a VCR.
No, lasts forever.
They do. The tapes are going to break before the VCR does.
Yep. That was always the problem we had as kids.
Tapes burned out, ran out. Yeah.
You know how many times we've dropped our VCR and like moving and just like being kids and like rearranging and dusting and shit?
Do you know how that's how they were able to get by pirating laws? You know how Blockbuster used to sell tapes and stuff like that and VCRs, and you could rent your favorite movie and whatever. And that was clearly for pirating, clearly. So you could rent the tape, copy your favorite movie. But the way they were able to get by the pirating laws was they said this, and it's still in effect today for CDs. This is why there's CD burning programs. Because what you're actually supposed to do when you buy a VHS tape is you're supposed to copy your tape to a copy, and you watch the copy until it burns out, and then you make another copy, and you keep your original for backup, and your copy is the one you use. So when it burns out or lost, destroyed, whatever, you still have the original safe. That was the intention of how they were able to say that it's my property and I'm allowed to back up my own property if I want to. So that's how they were able to, that's how that worked out.
That's why I just buy it with a digital copy.
Well, yeah, but that's all been like erased now. Nobody does digital copies. Pirating DVDs is a business that came and went already. Who wants to pirate a DVD when you can just download it? That's how they beat them. They went digital. They said, you don't even have to buy movies anymore. They should just do that. There should just be a website that has that, and you just buy the code. Now, I still think if you're going to do that, then you can't charge me $19.95 because you're no longer having to produce the packaging, which
I agree,
which cost a few dollars to make, and
but they still do.
And the cost of the actual CD and the time it takes to burn. So I think they should cut the cost in half, $10, and long live the pirates. No doubt. I was just telling Evie too. I love this about it. If you guys get the unrated version, the unrated edition of Eurotrip, the creators of the movie said that they didn't want their movie to be pirated, but when it came out on the extended version and all that, all the bonus features, in the bonus features, they included a pirated copy of their movie. So if you do enjoy watching movies like that, they wanted to beat the pirates by including a pirating version of their movie that was pirated on their bonus features. That is genius. That is genius. The undermining is at levels of amazingness, and I love it. I love it. Still a great film. Still a great film. It says I get a free t-shirt. Oh, he must be American. I get a t-shirt with the flyer. How was your night? Don't want to talk about it. How was your night? We don't want to talk about it. How was your night? It was great. I got robbed. That movie was classic. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Free TV for decades. I don't pay for cable. When I was in college, I split a cable bill with somebody once. And it wasn't worth it because I didn't watch that much TV and I was never home.
He never wanted to get TV until I begged him to get Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get TV. I didn't watch TV.
And then he broke into it.
Because of the Army, the military lifestyle. All right. So when you join basic, I didn't see TV all through basic training. I got to AIT and I could watch a little bit of movies here and there, but there was never time and there was always somewhere to go and always something to do. So I didn't really fart with that. When I got to my unit at Fort Irwin, there was no point in getting any kind of TV setup or anything like that. I was going to Iraq. When we got to Iraq, they had AFN, which is the Armed Forces Network, which they broadcast. That got we got like 4 channels too, 4 or 5 channels you could watch. You know, different stuff, sports or news, or they had some TV shows they ran. Nothing good. I never bothered with that. It was mostly movies and hanging out with people anyway. When I got back from that, I didn't have TV because I just didn't see the point. I was gone out of my room most of the morning. They had a day room with TV. AFN, they just broadcast it. It's broadcast out of Europe, and we picked up the signal, and they just repeat it. Armed Forces Network. You can look it up. I'm not sure what they do, but you can look up Armed Forces Network, and it's just TV shows that they play. Let's see, AFN Middle East. There we go. With a scheduled lineup for AFN: sports, spreadsheets, weather, radio, AFN Europe. So it's just I don't think you need any hardware. We just plugged in our TVs and picked it up on satellite, I would imagine. I agree, Gary. That's the same way I feel. I'd rather watch YouTube than TV because it's interesting. You know, I don't mind watching TV shows. There are some shows I enjoy, quite a few actually, but for the most part, I enjoy watching YouTube and stuff like that. I don't think you need any kind of mods. Yeah, it was all satellite. It was just cheap satellite. I think they were broadcasting on the analog signal since digital had taken over and freed up those airwaves. AFN just broadcast on that. So it was low tech, and it was really bad signal, and storms come in, you lose TV for a week. But it was TV. And Sip would once in a while. I'd go over and he'd be watching Family Guy. But for me, I would just buy the DVDs, and then I'd have them. It is. It's how they free up. Like people don't realize this, that all phones have gone digital onto digital signals, but the old analog signal that phones used to run on, that band is still frequently used by other companies for other things. They don't go away. They just change their uses as they step people up and break them off of that. I mean, they still got those basic phones that run on TDM is what the actual name of the network is. It's called TDM. I used to work for AT&T in their wireless department, so I learned a lot of different stuff there. It used to be funny. People would call and they'd be like, "Is this AT&T?" I'm like, "This is AT&T Wireless." "Well, I need to pay my internet." I'm like, "This is AT&T Wireless." "Well, but you're AT&T." Yes, but we're a completely different company, separate from the AT&T that you're talking. You need to call this number. And people would get very angry that I couldn't do that. Yeah, absolutely. They use it in very basic stuff, camera monitoring, low-level stuff that you don't need to put heavy data on with no heavy pixels, and just simple information. Simple information. Exactly. Meters, parking meters might be digital now. Some of those bicycles run on those things that transfer the that make the payments, because you could do stuff on TDM. You could still go internet. It was just really a weird internet. But good stuff, though, either way. Good stuff. I used to have one of the old X2 phones, and I loved that thing. It had internet capabilities. It was one of the first phones that I had that had internet. The internet was so janky, dude. It wasn't really internet. Maybe you could do Yahoo searches, maybe. But you paid per kilobyte. No, I think it was megabyte by the megabytes. I had like 3 megabytes of search for free. 3 megabytes. And it didn't take hardly anything to search. It was such a simple search, but it never was accurate. It never came up with anything. It was so hard to navigate. It was all with buttons. Good stuff. Good phones back then. They were reliable, though, and the battery lasted for days. Now, I will say this Galaxy S8, the battery does last at least. You can charge it up, and it'll last all day. Well, I mean, I didn't want to deal with any of that. I guess I could have done that, but when I was working there, I had access to all kinds of stuff like that. And it was just, what was the point? No point in stealing stuff like that. I guess a less honest person, but if you're just focusing on taking care of you and just getting you taken care of, you really don't have time to think about stealing from others. And if you're doing what you're supposed to do anyway, you won't need to. You won't need to. If you're focusing on taking care of you, you won't need to steal from others. If you're focused too much on others, that's when you're going to be a less honest person. No, I completely understand. I completely understand what you meant, David. I'm just running it through my head. Why would someone even consider that? Not you specifically, sir, but I know people have done stupid stuff like this. I know people have, and that's terrible. And that's terrible that people have done that would do things like that, or probably have done. Hi, Jeremy. Like what I did there? Oh, I did, Matt. That was a very good play on words, sir. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. Oh, someone called me by my name. I'm starting to see the name Jeremy pop up in more places. I'm starting to realize that when I was a kid, it wasn't a very popular name, but the name Jeremy is starting to pop up everywhere now. And I think I looked it up. Maybe we'll have to. I looked up for Daniel. I was talking to Sip the other day, and I was like, man, there's so many people with your name. And he was like, dude, no. So I was like, let's look up, what year were you born? I looked up the year he was born, and we checked it out. And it was one of the most popular. It was in the top 10 most popular names that year. I think it was number 10. And Jeremy was number 17 or so. But I think it's gotten, honestly. Oh, absolutely. I agree. Because I think like this, if what you're doing is done well, you don't have to worry about taking it because you're doing such a good job. More are going to come to you. That should offset the cost because you're going to have more for better because you're better. And I think we've lost a lot of that right there. Oh, thank you so much. See, I like you, Matt Willis. That was a good play on words, sir. Good play on words. I like how you're thinking. I like you guys. You're my kind of peoples. You're my kind of peoples. 1 second. There we go. So, you might be saying to yourself, where did the smoke go? And to that, I have one answer. Give me a second. You can hear her car parking. What smoke? No, she's sitting right over there, hanging out, doing her thing. Say hi, Evie.
Hi.
Meow. 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 We were having a conversation. That was awesome. I hate when people try to copy a cat sound. They go meow, meow. I'm like, oh my gosh, just stop. Cats don't say meow. That's like third grade. And cows don't say moo. They go, mm. That's a cow. But they don't go moo. Your cat has a lot. She was talking to me, wasn't she? We had a conversation right there. That was clip that one right there. Guy talks to his cat. We were talking. I don't know what I was saying, but we were talking. Out of the closet she arise. That's a good kitty. She's so tiny. I picked her up compared to Piper. Piper is so big compared. Minimum is so. She looks fluffy, but she's so tiny. She is the runt. Evie did remind me the other day. She goes, remember, she is the runt. I was like, yeah, she is a runt. And I got to remember that about her sometimes, that she's the little one. She disappeared for a day, and I was nervous. And the other night, the next morning, I got up and I went outside, and I just stood out there for a minute, looking around, calling. All of a sudden, I hear her, and you hear her little meow. And I look over, and there she is, and she come trotting across the yard. And I walked over to her, and we were talking like I do with her. And she came walking over, and then she stopped, and I had to walk the rest of the way, and she wanted me to carry her the rest of the way in. I picked her up, and I carried her in and put her in front of the water. And I don't know where she went for a day, but there she went. Yes, we do have a Bengal cat. Piper, is she very intelligent? Oh, absolutely. Piper is very intelligent. I've already learned what my name is, and I've learned what Evie's name is. She's already named us. And I am meh. That's me. I'm meh. And Evie is ma or mama. That's how she calls Evie. And Evie used to say it to her a lot, mama. And she picked up that. So now she knows. They both go in and out. Piper, I don't let her out as much. There's a lot of neighborhood cats that run around that pick on my cats. So I don't like having cat fights, and they've come home bruised before, and I don't like that.
Our other cats used to run the neighborhood.
Well, it used to be when the two cats next door were together. There was two of them, and then our cat, which was their sisters. So they kind of were all good. And then somebody came in with this new cat, and it's kind of mean. So I let them in and out, but if Piper or Minimum disappears for like 2 days or something, or a day and a half like she did, I usually keep her in for a couple days, give her some time to chill, check her for ticks, see if there's anything, that kind of stuff. But they go in and out. They go in and out. Piper very much likes to hang out on the balcony. She likes to sit up high on the balcony and just look at the birds and stuff like that. But yes, the Bengal cat, she is very, very intelligent. I will give her that. She communicates well. She knows her name. She comes. Your cats are primitive. They're into headbutting. Well, that's a sign of affection. When they do that, they headbutt. There's also scent glands on their head, and what they're doing is they're trying to mark you. Do they bring us gifts? Piper did the other day. She brought in a dead mouse. That was hilarious. That was
dead asleep. Too.
I was dead asleep, racked out. Evie had opened the door, and in comes running Piper with a mouse in her mouth. Evie goes, oh my God, she's got a mouse. I jumped. What the hell? I'm going crazy. She's like, oh my God. Then Piper drops it and takes off, and then she tries to go back for it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get it. But
it's pitch black in the house, and it's a white mouse, and we're trying to find Piper with this tiny little baby mouse in her mouth. And so finally we got the light on it. I kept screaming it to Jeremy, just be careful where you step. I don't know if she's dropped it yet, but she ran halfway through the house with it in her mouth. And I'm just freaking out because I heard her crying outside. So I came down in the middle of the night. It's raining. And Oh, it was just a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
And little Miss Minimum likes to catch salamanders and rip their legs and tails off and leave them on the front porch.
That's pretty funny too, though.
Well, what wasn't funny was when one guy came up to ask to mow the grass, and here I am struggling, freaking out over a dead salamander, and you won't even help me? Why would I help you? Why would I pay you to do my yard?
Do they boss you? Oh, the cats and the dogs get along great, Matt. They are the best friends in the world.
They run the house, though.
The cats, I don't know. Well, Piper is kind of in charge.
They are in charge of us. We just live here.
I think of us as roommates.
When they want
really
out,
bad
they let us know that they want to go outside. They let us know whenever and we have to jump. You know how Minimum is. Minimum and Piper, they'll stand at the door and scream until you let them out.
People are talking about you. Come here. Come here, intelligent kitty. There's Piper.
Too smart for her own good.
There's
Peanut,
Miss
stop.
No. There's Miss Piper. With her pretty. I've never seen a cat move her jaw so much when communicating. Stop. She really goes, yeah. She works it. It's kind of cool. Hi, Piper. But yeah. Gross. No, it's cool. Oh, once. Oh, and you stepped on them. Brought you some baby bunnies once. Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Oh, I definitely
That's a good catch, though, for a cat to take down a rabbit. It's not bad. The mother didn't do a very good job. I guess if you separate them, one mother can only take care of so many babies. Minimum. She's trying to get into the dog's kennel. You just see her tail sticking out from the corner. Let her out. She wants to go outside.
I think Peanut needs to go too.
I took them not too long ago, but
I left my shoes.
Minimum. Go outside, Minnie. Put my boots on. Photo bombed by your dog. Yeah, Butter's a good girl. Hi, Butterball. Minimum.
Here's one. I got my old ones here.
Minimum. Come on. Go outside.
Run. Butter, you gotta go potties? Gotta go potty? You wanna go potty?
She's coming. Go, Minnie.
Who wants to go potties?
Go, Minimum. Yeah. Go, Piper. Nobody wants to go. Now you're offering and nobody wants to go. Hold on. She might come around.
Minnie Mouse.
Look at the cat freaking out. Here she comes. Here comes Piper.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
They're coming. Go, Peanut.
Come on,
He was waiting on me.
Peanut.
Here comes Butter. Go, Minnie.
I'm standing here with the door wide open. Why is everybody just staring at me?
Just follow the dogs and let the cat go on her own.
There goes the cat.
Okay. They're all going outside now. They want to make a run.
Minimum. You coming?
Photo bombed by my dogs. Yeah, it happens. It happens. We're getting close, guys.
Minimum.
I would think this would be long enough, but I checked the website's information. Like maybe if I could ponytail that, I could donate that, but it's not enough. I want to be able to get the full one in the back before I give it to the Locks for Love people. But let's see. There's my shoulder. Let's see. That's where I am so far. So we're almost there, and I can't see it. We're almost there. So I would imagine if that's right there, and that's just my hand, that's probably a good 8 or 9 inches right there. And then I would imagine we can add 2 for the back. So that's probably 10 or 11. So I'm probably about by the end of this month, July, I should be able to do my donation to them. So, and I'm going to film that. I'll film that. And then when I get my certificate, I'm going to get it framed because that's something I'm going to be very proud of. Very proud of. And I might do it again. And that's great. I think it's a great thing to do. It's going to be a lot of fun too. And then I get and then like it's worth it. Same thing like when I showed up for basic training. I showed up with as much hair as I could because I knew a free haircut was on the way. So the whole time I'm getting ready to go to basic, I'm like, what's the point in getting a haircut? I'm going to get one when I get there. I knew there was a haircut in my future, so there was no point in doing it. Just makes sense, right? Right. Just hate when a hair starts getting dry right away. It gets curly right at the top again. And this little patch of hair just does its own little thing. It's its own type of hair. It doesn't match the rest. It's super fine, super coarse, and it's always just been this little patch right here, and it's like red blonde. And it just doesn't do what I want it to do ever. The rest of the hair, good to go. Oh, boy. You know what was a good movie? Dirty Dancing. And I don't care what you say. It was a good movie. Did the drill sergeant pick on me for being a hippie? No. My hair wasn't long like this. It was still in its fro form. And they were saying something about, look at this boy growing a fro. And that was about all they could come up with. I was like, well, I saw people who showed up with their head shaved already. I'm like, you're an idiot. Oh, I just got a haircut before I came here. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know they're going to cut your hair. Again, either way. But no. I didn't get noticed a whole lot in basic training. I stayed very quiet. Have I done my 25-hour vidathon? Oh, I like that. The vidathon, 25-hour vidathon yet? No, not yet. I got to pick a day. Find a day where that's going to work.
I'm trying to let you out.
It's very difficult to be able to work in a 25-hour, let's just say a 24-hour, just make it simple. It's hard to do those kind of things because one, I have to be able to put everything on hold for a whole day. So I have to line the days up right. I have to figure out things to do because I can only play so much video games and I can only chat and talk for so long. Now, the nice bit is that we do have okay, just thinking of the movie with Gomer Pyle. Oh, okay. Very good. I like the movie No Room for Sergeants. That was a funny movie with Jerry Lewis, I believe it was. No Room for Sergeants. Good movie. He goes to see Supply, and he's like, I'll teach Supply. And he goes into Supply to yell at him. The guy comes walking out with a new flight jacket. Hey. But that's the truth, though. That's how Army works. If you ever go to yell at somebody, don't yell at Supply. I'm going to go talk to Supply. You come out with new gloves and oh, wow, they hooked you up. Did you let them have it? Oh, I forgot. But they gave me this great stuff. Look at this. You guys have no idea, like, gloves used to become like, oh my gosh, new gloves. And if I could, I wind up doing a job over in S6 Yard, which is the head of supply in Afghanistan. And they told me, like, our generator's down or whatever. I'm like, look, guys, I got a lot of generators to fix right now. Put you on the list, but you're at the bottom. And, it's not very important to have this. And they're like, look. I want this done. I want AC back on. I'm like, you and a lot of people want AC on right now. And he would say, I'll tell you what. See that Connex over there? It's unlocked. You get this generator up and you can go in there and get whatever you want out. I don't care. Get as much as you want. I'm like, really? He's like, yep. I'm like, too easy then. Guess what? You just made the top of the list. So, I go over there, fix the generator. It was really simple. Usually a small, simple fix. Just spend an extra 20 minutes out there.
You want to come back in?
Film for laundry services. Ah.
Do you guys want on the balcony? Will that make you happy?
So, let's see. Fix their generator, go in there, open the Connex up. What I wound up getting for my guys was I got 4 pair of gloves, obviously one for me, and 3 for got to give one to the sergeant. Sergeant's got to have one. And, you hook up the other 2 people that are just on shift. Who's ever on shift gets hooked up.
Is that still too bright on your face?
No, that's fine, actually. Not too bad at all.
Okay. Because she wants to go out, but if I'm close to the door, she won't.
Yeah, that's fine. So I also got us a couple pair of Oakleys, which one for me, one for the sergeant. Always sergeant. A little, just a bit, just a tad. No big deal. Gloves, though. When I showed up with gloves, you guys have no idea, though, how excited people would get when you're like, dude, check them out. Gloves. Brand new pair of gloves, and they're like, oh yeah, and you take your gloves because you have mechanic gloves on, and all the fingers right here are always ripped out from just working nuts and twisting those off and tearing that and ripping this, and you're like, heck yeah, and you can chuck this one. This glove might still be okay, so you're like, well, I'll put those together. Maybe that'll be a backup pair of gloves. So cut the fingertips off of them, and then you just keep your hands warm. But new gloves were gold. If I could get drinks or extra food, hey, I'll give you a case of muffins if you come get this. That was what they did one time was they called me over and they said, hey, man, while you're here, I was doing a generator job for the cook guys. And they said, while you're here, our forklift isn't working. Can you fix it? Like, that's really not my job. I'm kind of more of a generator mechanic. You really need a Lima. Well, how do we get a hold of one of those? I'm like, well, I don't even know where they are. I don't work with them at all. And he was like, well, can you just take a look at it? I'm like, what's it? I could probably fix it or tell you what's wrong with it. But, it's not really. He goes, look, I'll give you a case of muffins. Dude, they hadn't given us lunch. We weren't getting lunch out there. It was, that was the 20-hour day period. When I was doing 20 hours a day for the 96 days, we weren't getting lunch. It was whatever you could find was lunch, if you could find food. And to get offered a case of muffins was like, or a case of muffins. I think there was 24 in a case. And I knew that would help feed my guys, my people, and us. Well, me too. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'll take a look at it. And I went over to it, and I tried to start it and did a quick measure test. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This can't be the problem. What? I'm like, hold on. I went over, got my hammer, and I smacked the starter one real good. Ding! The starter had been bound up with gunk. I did the test and voltage was going across it and it was dropping voltage across the load, but it wasn't engaging the starter. I'm like, it's gunked up. Everything's working, but the starter's not engaging. I don't hear it winding. I'm like, that's the problem. It's gunked up. So I smacked it with a hammer. Ding, 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 ding. Starter up. Holy crap. Thank you for my muffins.
Uncle Sean's here.
Oh, Uncle Sean is here.
You don't recognize his knock by
Hello, Uncle Sean. Oh, my uncle is here.
How does he still not know your knock?
I didn't hear the car.
I'm like, your uncle's here.
I didn't. I've gotten instinctively used to hearing. I'm live on YouTube, Unc. Live on YouTube.
What?
Live on YouTube.
On me too?
On YouTube.
Me too.
Yes, YouTube. So Uncle Sean is here, guys. Always a pleasure to have my uncle stopping by. Hello, Uncle Sean.
Hello, how's everybody?
Everybody is good.
Oh, I just renewed my carry conceal permit for another 8 years.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice. Get down, dog.
Not too bad, not too bad.
You want to turn that flashlight off on your phone? I can help you with that.
There's no flash. Oh, there's a flashlight. Huh?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, just go to apps. That's all.
No, you go right down here. It should be in here. Flashlight.
Right there.
There you go.
Boom. Okay. So what are you doing other than this?
I've just been hanging out today, chilling with them.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. How you doing?
Oh, not bad. Just got done with the DMV. Always fun.
You know what, though? I must say this, guys. Our DMV is actually somewhat fast.
I mean, it wasn't horrible.
It's not. I've been to the DMV in California, in which you had to make appointments, or it was an all-day event.
Oh yeah.
But our DMV, because I want to say it's because they separated the DMV from the county clerk.
Yes.
And that makes titling and registration, really, which used to eat up so much time down there, because everybody's constantly. Constantly.
It's all in one place.
Exactly. But here it's separated. So they've got one business to do your titling. This is just for driver's licenses or licensing. It's just for licensing. And I've got my motorcycle I've got my
still.
I still carry my M on my license. Is he a DOT officer? No, Uncle Sean is he's a lieutenant for the security company in Nashville. A very major security company guarding a very special building. Not supposed to, I think, talk too much about the building.
It's fun. It's a government contract. It's the city and county government in Nashville. It's called Fulton Campus. There's the Howard Office Building, Lindsley Hall, the Metropolitan Building. It's where all your code enforcement is, marriage license, DMV, water department, just basic city and county government. So,
and you're a lieutenant, correct?
I am a lieutenant there. Yes, I am a shift supervisor, lieutenant.
Very nice.
Yes.
John Franco, how are you, good sir? Now, our friend John Franco, John, you said you're from Tampa. Is that correct, John? Because if he is, you're going to be very familiar. Uncle Sean is from Florida, so John, Tampa, you guys will. Right. John is great. New Jersey. Okay, never mind. That was the other side. I'm thinking of somebody else, though. Who used to live in Florida? Didn't you say you lived in Florida, though, John? Yeah, it is a pretty cool job. It is a pretty cool job.
Yeah, it is. It can be a little challenging at times.
I definitely say you earned your way up the ranks.
I did.
He earned his way up the ranks.
I did. I have been involved in a deadly shooting. Been attacked by pit bulls. So yeah, I got the scars to carry with me.
You're in Brooklyn. Well, I apologize, John. That's nowhere near Florida. But it's the other side, so there was somebody in here who was talking to me about they were from Florida.
Oh, okay.
I forget who it was, but I apologize there, sir. He was a cook, tried to steal a few steaks and got caught. Instead of honorable discharge, he got 90 days in the brig, idiot. Yeah, that's not the smartest thing to do is try to steal food from when you're a cook, but generally, I would think that if you were a cook, you could just ask one of the NCOs, hey, man, can I grab a couple of these? And then they probably wouldn't have a problem with it. But to steal, yeah, I would imagine that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Well, absolutely, Uncle Sean needs a gun for his job. It gets nuts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Some people get crazies. There's some crazies out there. There's some dogs, too, that are just, looking to bite somebody in that area.
I had a pit bull grab me right here, kind of hanging off of me. That was fun.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine that hurt a lot.
It was a little painful, yeah.
Just a little painful. But yeah, that's another thing. I don't understand why you would want to steal food as a cook. Hey, Alex, step over if you'd like to. You see nothing. You see nothing.
Stepping out of shoot range.
Well, yeah, I'll get up real quick then. Here. And 1 second, guys. We'll take a second. You sit there. Wait. Here for you. Couple good ones. Yeah, we'll just. No. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Why would you steal food as a cook? That's like trying to steal power. I will say this though, being the generator guy, when we went to the field, I was required to give every tent. We had these boxes, and the box had 4 outlets. I was required to give each tent 1 box, and they can run extension cords and power strips if they want to. Now my tent, though. I had an extra cable I called a Christmas tree. And each Christmas tree had 6 boxes on each side. So it was a dozen boxes on a Christmas tree. So it was, you know how the cannon plugs work in the military. So what I would do is each tent, though, the other guys' tents, there was a cannon plug that ran to theirs, and I would plug in 1 box. To my cannon plug, I would plug in the Christmas tree and run everybody got 4 outlets. Everybody. I couldn't use 4 outlets. I only needed 1. Right. But we lived. That was luxury in the field. Just being able to plug in. And I used to have to tell guys, hey, make sure you plug in as much as you can, because we never got our generators to proper running load. And proper running load is you're supposed to run a generator at 80% load. That's where a generator is most efficient. when it's a diesel. It's made to work. It wants to have that to work through the problem. And we were running lights and cell phones. I was like, I could never get a 60K generator up to using 6,000 volts on one light bulb and a cell phone. So I'd be like, plug your guys. I would tell the commander, for safety of the generator, I need people bringing Xboxes, TVs. We need radios. I need computers. And yeah. You could have told me it was live. I did, Brad. I said your wish was granted. I granted your request. You requested that I do a face-to-face. I did it. If you can't catch on, I told you I granted your request. I figured you were at work and I didn't want to bother you, Brad. That's B-Rad. That is a clue, Brad. How could you not say, you said to me yesterday, if someone said to you in one word, you should go live with like the camera face-to-face. And the next day, the person says, I granted your request. You would have to think back, what could he possibly mean? Let's go back to the last conversation we had and analyze that. Oopsie daisy. That was a good catch. Good throw. Thank you. Hold on, I got to go in the bat cave. That's bat cave in your face. You saw nothing.
Strictly for medicinal purposes.
They saw nothing.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Pandora's box.
You saw nothing. Nothing. Uncle Sean's a pretty funny guy.
Peanut, stop.
He's a pretty cool cat. I would definitely say of my uncles, he's definitely the #1 coolest.
He's only got 2. But I'll take it.
Yeah, well, you know. Second place is first to lose. But I mean, that's true, though, if you really think about it.
It is true.
So Uncle Sean went to Colombia. And I don't mean Tennessee. I mean Colombia, South America. And while he was down there, what was some stuff that went on?
Oh, boy. Went to the middle of the country, a place called Bucaramanga. It's called the City of Parks. But in the middle of Colombia, they don't see a whole lot of tourists. So somebody with light hair and blue eyes is definitely unique down there. It's really a tale of 2 cities. Where we stayed at the Don Carlton Hotel was a 5-star hotel. Just amazing place. The breakfast was on top of the hotel, and you could look out over the entire city. And the coffee over there, of course, is just primo. But if you get 2 or 3 blocks away from the hotel, it really is heartbreaking poverty. People actually live on the side of mountains with tin roofs and just hope that the tin doesn't slide off and become the neighbor's roof, which happens a lot. The guy at the bottom of the hill is good to go.
I literally just saw the neighbor's house.
You go to bed homeless. Hey, it's getting better. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
The guy at the bottom of the hill's got it made. But anyway,
that's not right.
It's had a couple of little run-ins there. There are a lot of street vendors that sell, and they really try to struggle each day just to make a living. It's a really hard way of life, but they sell a lot of things on the sidewalks. So we were in a small town of Santador, and we're doing some shopping, and there are vendors outside, like I say. This lady had to have been, oh my gosh, late 80s, early 90s perhaps. She looked at me, and with this big toothless grin, she goes, I'm like, okay, is she signaling somebody over here to do that to me? Is she letting me know that if I hang around too long, it's going to happen to me? Just not sure. So kind of stunned me a little bit. And my brother-in-law, Guillermo, he saw that as well and led me through one of the shops and then out a side door and down the street and into a cab and out of the neighborhood. So that was just a little freaky. Don't go to a soccer match in Colombia. Okay. Do I shouldn't have to say it twice. Okay. All right. We get to the stadium. It's Bucaramanga against Santador, the 2 little towns that are right next to each other. right? Big rivalry. We get there, there's got to be 10,000 Colombians outside the stadium, right? Ringing the stadium are these riot vehicles with huge water cannons on the top. So they're just waiting for something to break out. So as soon as we get out of the cab, we are just engulfed in humanity, a sea of Colombians. And trust me when I tell you, they all look alike. Okay, I'm not trying to be racist, but they all have dark hair and brown skin. So
About yay tall. It differs.
So it differs a little bit.
Misconception, my mistake.
As we're walking toward the stadium to the gate to buy tickets, my brother-in-law and my wife, Carla, got a little bit ahead of me, right? So they found out that that's not where you got the tickets. You had to be over this way. So as they're coming out of this little alcove area, I'm coming in. I turn to follow them, and about 200 Colombians surround me. They will not let me pass. I'm serious. It was right out of Lord of the Rings, I swear. Thou shalt not pass.
None
not let me go. You know, so what they wanted me to do was buy the tickets they already had in their hand.
Peanuts.
Of course, I don't understand what they're trying to tell me. I'm trying to keep an eye on the people that I'm with, and you know, they disappear into the sea of people.
No, Brad,
So
it's
now I'm
not
pretty
Americans. Colombians in South America.
Yeah, Colombia, in South America, Colombia. The country.
Well, I mean, I guess he's correct, though. Those are Americans. They're South Americans.
Oh, well.
Technically, they're South Americans, so they
Yeah,
are
yeah, I
going
guess
crazy
so, but-
over football. So technically,
But you have your different, you know, you have your
What?
Colombians, your
he's making a joke.
oh, all right.
It's a joke,
Well,
lad.
he's got a point.
But he's
got a point.
He does got a bloody point, mate.
So anyway, now these Colombians surround me. I can't get past, and I'm watching my my wife and brother-in-law disappear into the crowd. So I don't know if it's the fact that I spoke English or the fact that I got a little bit loud. I actually told them, I said, "Back the fuck up." And when I did, they were kind of stunned a little bit. And that
Sorry,
was my
YouTube.
out. Hey, what are you going to do? That's
Hey,
what I
no,
said.
you're fine. You're fine. We get 1 hour.
That's what I said. So anyway, I cut out of there and was able to meet up with my party. And thankfully, the soccer match was a 0-0 tie.
Oof.
So nobody wanted to kill anybody at the end.
That's good.
But yeah, it was just a very I don't want to say frightening, but a very eye-opening experience. All of a sudden, being by yourself like that and surrounded and well recognized as an American or somebody not from Colombia.
Right.
You know, most folks would go to Medellin, which is on the coast, or Cartagena, which is on the coast as well.
Didn't you tip somebody once too big?
I'm sorry.
You gave somebody a tip.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
This guy.
U.S. money in Colombia is very, very strong. The biggest bill they have in the entire country is equivalent to a U.S. 20. It's called a 50 mil bill, right? So they have a thing called a 7 mil bill. So I was throwing that out as tips. It's maybe, $3 U.S., something like that. It's not all that much.
$3 for tipping your waiter.
Yeah, something like
Big
that.
deal. $3 is about right.
So my brother-in-law, Nacho pulls my wife off to the side and tells her, "Don't do that anymore. If you need a bucket of ice, tell me. I'll go get a damn bucket of ice." Well, apparently we were giving away close to a week's salary in U.S. money as tips to these.
You're messing up the economy.
Yeah, but I tell you what, we got tremendous service. But Colombians are slick, man. We were like on the 23rd floor, right? As soon as we leave the room, the maids would come in and turn off the air conditioner, right? They don't want to spend the money. So you come home or come back to the hotel, after a day of being out, and your room's like 85 degrees. You got to flip the AC back on, So I spent over $1,000 for 10 days at this hotel.
That's a good deal, though.
Not too bad.
That's $100 a day.
I went down to the desk and I told them, I said, "Do not turn off my air conditioner." Well, you got to figure too, $1,000 US. That's big money in Colombia.
But the hotel though is paying probably US money to be registered with the that kind of a 5-star. That's got to be registered with the flight travel. No,
I don't know. Perhaps. But anyway,
if it was off limits to locals,
that's just a little something they did. Every little house has a business. You don't have to have a business license or permit or anything like that. Everybody's carport is either a very small restaurant. They're selling ice. They're selling cold drinks, fax machine, whatever services might be needed. It's like I said, everybody just trying to scrape to make a living, and day by day, try to do something there. But beautiful country. I'm glad I went. A little scary. I
will say this: the day he left, I turned to Evie. I said they're gonna kill him.
Shit happens, man. What do you need?
It got hairy though, another time or two for you though. But the cab, they had to get you out of the neighborhood.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one. All right, real quick, because I got to roll. Yeah.
Hi.
We were getting ready to take off from the neighborhood and go back to the hotel.
I'm a YouTuber. Stop and enjoy. This is my uncle. We're having story time. Listen. Shh. Go ahead.
I noticed that the taxi cab pulled up to the house, and before we had a chance to climb in it, he took off and did a quick little circle U-turn and came back to the curb and let us in that way. And I was kind of curious, like, what the heck is going on? Well, apparently there was a group of Colombians right up the street waiting to stop the cab and rob us all. I guess it got word through the neighborhood that there was an American in the neighborhood. They think we were all rich. That's their perception of us. So
when you're passing out $3 a day.
Yeah, I mean, when you're passing out a week's salary as a tip,
word's going around.
Kind of gets around a little bit. But yeah, we had to go the opposite way out of the neighborhood in order to avoid that.
But good times though.
What was the other one? There was one other that
you brought me back some good souvenirs.
Oh, those were fun.
Some great. So you guys have seen the souvenirs. It's my my coffee and my creamer cup.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with a funny story though.
Yeah, I got to leave us on a good note for it.
Because not only are there a lot of street vendors out there, but there are a lot of people that panhandle. And having a pocket full of coin change is a beautiful thing. You can walk around all day long and give a little bit to each. And everybody gets a little bit.
Not my dad, my uncle.
So,
go ahead.
We're walking down, and my wife, Carla, says, I have a bunch of loose change I want to give out today. I said, that would be great. So there's this old lady. She's sitting out front. She's got her cup. And we walk by, and Carla takes a handful of change and throws it in the cup. And we expect to hear clink, 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 but we don't. We hear plop. It plopped. And I remember Carla and I stopped dead walking, and we looked at each other. We looked back at the old lady. She wasn't panhandling. She was having her morning coffee out on the porch. So she laughed so hard she almost fell out of the little chair she was sitting in.
But there was a prize at the bottom.
There was a prize at the bottom of your coffee there. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'd offer to buy you another cup, but I already have.
Yeah, no, it was. I think everybody won all the way around.
I didn't hear that story.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, you didn't hear that one?
That was good.
That was one of my favorite stories of the whole trip.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Thought the poor lady was
carrying. I got one more for you. All right, we have a stopover in Dallas, Texas. Right? Why Dallas? I have no idea, but there we are.
Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate it. John just gave us a super chat. He donated $10 to us.
Nice.
Thank you so much, John. You didn't have to do that, buddy, but we appreciate it.
So we're in the airport in Dallas, and it looks like we have a good hour and a half to wait. We're already in the ticketed area waiting for our flight. So a Spanish-speaking kid, I don't know where he came from, what flight or whatever, he was lost in the airport. So Carla, being speaking Spanish, said, hey, Sean, I'm going to go help him out, get him where he needs to be. I said, all right. So as I'm sitting there, time is going by, no Carla. So very, very, very lightly over the house speakers, I think I hear, Sean Young, come to the nearest desk for Delta Airlines. Right? And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. No way. So I listen up again, and sure enough, but real super low, Sean Young, come to the nearest desk. So I go over there. I'm like, hey, you guys, They go, oh, yeah, your wife, Carla, well, she went way too far in the airport. Now they're not going to let her back into the area where she needs to get her airplane. I'm like, what? I had all of her stuff there with me, her passport, her ticket, in Houston, you didn't need the passport, but her boarding pass and all of that in order to get us over to that area. Right. So, oh man, I I had to walk over to where the people come into the departing flights, and I can see her across the, the area. They're the check-in area, but of course they won't let her come to me. And I'm pulling out all these documents and trying to prove who she is and everything. And supervisors are talking to each other. And, I'm thinking I'm going to have to buy a whole new ticket. But they eventually decided to let her through.
Phone numbers were called, computers warmed up in NASA, and they were able to solve it in a mannerly fashion.
In Boston, they pulled me over to pat me down. I'd never been patted down before. That really freaked me out. I was having a full-blown panic attack.
Uncle Sean is not a cop, though. Just heads up there. Saeed,
I'm a security enforcement officer.
Security officer. If
Government security.
If you're not feeling good from that monster, eat a little something to help your stomach. Uncle Sean, take care, man. You have a good. You got home from work?
What's up, brother?
You just getting home from work?
Yeah, I'm off.
Oh, you're off work.
I'm off until Friday night at midnight.
Nice.
That should help with it. If you ate if you drank Monster and you're feeling nauseous, eat a little bread. That'll definitely absorb it and make you feel better. Or get up and go for a walk, but not too brisk. Drink some water. Drink some water.
Water's always good. Hydrate.
My uncle, yes, we both have the gift of talk. We'll see you later, mate.
All right, then.
It was good seeing you. Thanks for stopping on by.
All right.
Come on by anytime.
Give me a call sometime.
I'll give you a call.
All right.
Right. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can't believe you never heard that story. That's a good story. Later, Uncle. Everyone calls him Uncle Sean. Sip and him are good friends as well, and he still calls him Uncle Sean. I've always introduced him as Uncle Sean. This is Uncle Sean. So when Sip met him, I go, hey, how's Uncle Sean doing? Hey, Uncle Sean, what's up, Uncle Sean up to? Not for nothing. How's Uncle Sean? Oh, I love my uncle. He's the coolest guy ever. Used to live in Florida. Moved up here to be closer with the family. Yeah, bought a house, paid cash money for it. Paid off. Just dropped it down. Lives nearby. Works in Nashville. Great guy. He's the one with the Corvette. He took me to my my first concert. He was the one who took me to Nashville. If you guys want to check out that concert, I did a little videoing of it. You can check it out. It's late night and it's snowing up there. Where are you? Where are you, Ahmad? Ahmad? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Saeed? I'm just going to say Saeed. I can say your name correctly. Saeed. Where are you from, buddy? It's snowing up there. Oh. Melbourne. Ah, Australia. Very cool. It's snowing in Australia. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, because you guys are winter now for you, huh? 2 seconds. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I love the snow. I love snow. I'm the kind of person. I like the winter better than I like the summer. Don't get me wrong. There's so many cool things. Actually, monster cool. Ah. What kind of monster do you have? I'm a huge fan. Actually, Saeed, if you'd like to, I bet you, if you like Monster energy drinks and stuff like that, kind of interesting drinks, check out my YouTube series I did called The Unique Drink Guru. It's where I try these weird and interesting drinks from all over the place. I even had a few sent to me from overseas I tried, and a bunch of different drinks made here around the world. So the green one, oh, I love the green one. So it might be an interesting thing for you to check out. Green is one of my favorite monsters. Used to drink 5 a day when I was in Iraq. 5 monsters a day when I was in Iraq, and that kept me ready to fight. Afghanistan, not so much. I couldn't get a hold of them as much. It was hard to get a hold of monsters. Somebody wrote me, though. They had this thing that was called the Soldier Pal program or something like that. And basically you could, you write with things that you would like and they send it to somebody. And I wrote Monster energy drinks on one and I got a letter. 5, it took me just 1 to get me high on it. Oh man. Yeah. I used to drink 5. I would drink 1 to wake up for PT, go do PT. When I got done with PT, I would shower and get into my uniform, drink another one. When I would get to work, I would drink 1 probably about halfway through shift. It was an 8-hour shift, and then I drink another one for in the shift. And then when I would get home, I would do my stuff, get ready for bed, drink one to go to sleep, wake up, start the process over again. And that would keep me running. Thank you so much, Ann. I try to. Don't let Saeed, if you are new, and I appreciate you coming by to hang out, man. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. If you need some subscribers, please just let everybody know. I'm sure they're happy to help out, and we'd love to get you a little boost. And I'll also check out your content if you post. Always a big fan of helping everybody out. But check out the Unique Drink Guru. I've got a bunch of other videos. I do live stream. We do gaming. I do skits, magnet fishing. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. If my mind is a little everywhere, and my channel reflects that, but that's exactly how I want it to be. I am a variety show, and that's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. Yep. So anyway. Oh, well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys and my people, my fans from Australia and from the UK and from Canada. You guys I have lots of love for you guys. I love my American brothers here and my American sisters here, but they're a much harder crowd to please here. But you guys are so friendly and you're polite, and I love you guys to death. You're my kind of people, so we get along great. Now, for gaming wise, I love playing. I'm on the PS4, Saeed. If you ever want to come on there, we got the Wombats. That's right, my combat Wombats. When we rock it on Fortnite with you guys, we're playing Fortnite. You guys are my Wombats. We drop in with the fuzzy little Wombats. We got everybody hanging out. But it's so great you found your way here. And do I play PUBG? I've played it once or twice. I'm not a huge fan of it. More of a Fortnite kind of guy. Now, Evie, she does have the Xbox 360. Now, PUBG, I think would... Xbox One. And I think she would be more of a PUBGer. It would be more of her style because it's slower paced. And actually, girls are technically... as far as it comes to like patience, girls have better patience than men do. So when it comes to games that are a little slower paced, I bet Evie would do a lot better on PUBG. She has a lot more patience and she likes to creep and crawl, and that game has a lot more of those elements involved. So I may someday jump on some PUBG, but for right now, no, sir, I do not. I do not. But yeah. We'll have to play some games later. You're friends with KSI. Very cool, man. Well, that's awesome, Saeed. That's awesome, bud. Well, very cool. Hopefully you can let him know about the channel, and maybe we all can play someday. That would be great, dude. We got the Wombats. The combat Wombats. My fuzzy little Wombats. I love playing Fortnite, guys, with you guys. It's so much more fun playing with people. And it's such an interactive game where you can bounce around, and I think it builds good teamwork. Very colorful. I've had a lot of people who aren't really very much into video games say that they've been enjoying it. Gary started playing with us. George started playing. George is getting pretty good too. Georgie boy, I haven't seen George in a while. George is from Scotland. I haven't seen Tim in a while either. Mr. Helly. But Mr. Helly has been on vacation with his girlfriend Jessica, and I've been watching their pictures they've been loading from on Facebook and everything, and it looks like they're having a great time. And best wishes out to him. I hope he's having a good time, and I'm sure he is. It looks like an amazing trip he's on, and we'll probably Tom Healy. Why did I say Tim? Tom, Mr. Healy, Tom Healy. Thank you so much, Gary. So Tom has been on vacation and he's doing his thing and having a good time. So big shout outs to Tom. Just Cause 5. I have not, sir. I have not. I've heard about the game coming out, but I haven't played it. I don't play a whole lot of. You love chaos? Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't love a little chaos? It's not about the money. It's introducing a little chaos into the mix. My father was a crazy man. And one day, he came home, and he said to me, "Why so serious? Let's put a smile on that face." And he took a knife, I also do voices, Saeed, by the way. That's just one of the voices I like to do. It's the Joker, obviously. But we do cartoon characters. A little bit of Mr. Burns here on YouTube with you, playing a little bit of Fortnite. Smithers, make sure I win. Make sure they all go down. Find me a scar. So I like doing voices like that. And it's fun when you hear kids and they get all excited. And you tell them they're on YouTube. And that's fun. That's half the fun right there is hearing the kids getting excited. I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. It's just the craziest thing how excited they get. But this monster is pinning me down. I need a doctor quick. Well, if you feel like you need a doctor, I'm sure that there's an emergency line. Evie got dark hair again, I noticed. LOL, says Gary.
Yep.
How did you posted a picture?
No, I walked past.
Oh, he walked past. Very good. Here in America, that number would be 911. I'm sure you guys have a different one. Oh, you've had fans find out where you work. I don't know, Brad. That's what happens when you get to be big and famous. People track you down. I don't know. It's bound to happen, mate. Yours is 999. But that's good. I think that saves time when you're on the phone. Because if you have to move your finger, there's a little bit of a delay in there as the 911. But with you guys, it's just boop, boop, boop. So there's a nice little delay. So that helps out. I would imagine. Saving time when it counts.
Oh, there's the eyelash.
There was an eyelash in your eye.
Yeah, it hurt really.
You know what sucks? I got off the live stream yesterday for the storm because I thought it was done. And I was wrong. The lightning was so cool after that. We were seeing some of the coolest lightning strikes, and I missed it. Like, I've never seen lightning spider like this before. It was awesome and legendary. I can't help it. I'm laughing my head off. So anyway, what's new? I don't know, man. I was sitting here looking at it was out this door over here, and I've never seen this happen. There was like a center point, and I saw all this lightning come out in all different directions from a 0 point, like right there in the middle. It was like, holy crap, did you see that? And it was cool purple lightning. Called 000 right away. Well, go ahead, mate. Get off of the stream. Don't let a monster be the end of you. But I guess if you're on a phone, if you're connected to your internet, go ahead and make the call, but stay with us so we can, see how you're doing. No sense in you not staying with the stream while you're in the way to the ambulance. It's not going to it's not going to hurt. So just hang tight, bro, and you make the call. Good luck. Next time, do remember that a monster can, the big ones, is 2 servings. Try half of one next time. But you're going to be okay. It's just a little bit of caffeine. You just need to do some push-ups. You'll be all right. You need to do some push-ups, burn some of that energy. Right now you're sitting still. You need to move, get moving. You'll feel better. Trust me. Been there, done that. Move. You got to move your body. Hello, Jacob. Jacob Turpin in the house. Uh-oh. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, B. Oh, that was a good one. Look at this. Turn the sound on. I didn't know if you wanted everyone to hear it or not. Here. I don't. Was that you? Jacob says hello, Evie.
Hello.
I get a hey. He gets hey, Evie. Come on, Jacob.
I'm pretty.
Well, I know you're pretty. That was you. Oh, that was great, man. I love it. That was awesome. Brad says I'm pretty too. Pretty ugly, mate. Pretty ugly. No. Brad and Evie share genes, so there must be some good looking in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's all right here.
All right there. It fell to this side of the family, she said, Brad. Speaking of which, where's your dad been, Brad? How's Phil?
He was live the other day.
I haven't seen Phil in forever. I'll probably play some Fortnite later. I generally do. Probably not right after the stream because Evie won't want me to waste that much time. But maybe we'll stream tonight. We'll probably stream tonight. I don't like to do too many of the same streams in one day. So if I do a Fortnite stream, I don't want to do two, vice versa and all that jive turkey. I'm pretty too, cute pie. You're a cutie pie too as well? Rock on. Here's to the good looking people.
All of which sit right here.
Right there, she says. All of there.
Right here.
I don't know, though. These locks are gorgeous. These are like right out of a fairy tale book.
That.
Look at this. Look at that curl. You see this curl, people?
I don't need that
They
mess.
fight for this curl right here. This is
but look
natural.
how frizzy your hair is,
But look
too.
how I look like I'm majestic.
No, it's frizzy,
I could be John the Baptist.
Curly hair is hard to maintain.
Cesare Borgia. I got my mane. He had a magnificent
That
name.
is not at all who you should aspire to be.
He was well, I found out that Dad is a Spanish Jew, has some Spanish Jew in him.
As are the Borgias.
The Borgias, which means, and considering that we know that we were the bookkeeper for the King of Austria, which would be a higher position, it is likely that the Borgia family might be connected in some way. And that could be where the 5% Spanish Jew comes from, was that side of the family marrying into another side of the family. Makes sense. So, Cesare Borgia. Right there. Anne says LOL. Really? Oh my God, Brad. Look what your cousin sent. I'm showing Evie. You're in trouble now, Brad. I'm looking at the reaction on her face. Hold on. Let's catch this. This is going to be priceless.
Don't. What?
See?
That is so gross.
What are you sending me for?
That was so inappropriate.
Brad's laughing.
Oh, I'm glad he got a laugh at
Oh, that was good.
I can't unsee these.
What are those, Evie?
I can't unsee these things.
No, this is...
Oh.
And you think they're all British and proper. Do you see, Americans have painted this pretty proper image of Britain, and then you...
Brad comes
and then
in
you
with
meet
a
Brad.
wrecking ball.
And he's like,
and
I'm from Upper
shatters the
Manchester. Watch this shit. No, Brodsmore. I've got to send Jeremy a funny video. Make him go, oh. That was great in the reaction. I love that movie, Footloose. Footloose is a good movie, though. Footloose is a good movie.
I'll never watch it, though, ever again.
You gotta cut loose.
Oh,
Footloose. Kick off your Sunday shoes.
Oh, God.
Louie. Louie.
Oh, God. Oh, I feel like I need to
Everybody get
loose.
loose. That's a whole new meaning, though, if you think about the title of the movie.
I know.
And it wasn't. It was, and you got to remember.
Analyzing it.
Remember, Brad, the name of the movie wasn't Footloose. Technically, it would be Feet Loose, because there were two. Am I gonna go see the new Jurassic World movie? That is
No.
an easy answer. No,
I don't go.
I don't go to
see
movie
movies.
theaters. Ridiculous. Plus, here's
We
the
do
thing.
once in a while.
Once in a great while, if the film requires it.
Or if we just decide to have a date.
Yeah. But see, though, here's why I figured it out in my mind. I said, what is the thrill of going to the movie theater? It's the best popcorn is at the movie theater. You get some of the best popcorn. So that's why I went onto Amazon and I ordered a giant popcorn machine.
We went and got.
And it's just so much easier.
I think the last movie we went and saw was Force Awakens.
Star Wars, yeah.
For your birthday. And that was only because it was your birthday.
Right. Oh, it won't let me back out.
And, oh my God, it's stuck on that.
Oh.
Get out!
It won't.
Up.
No, it won't let me.
It's frozen.
Oh, you broke my phone.
Just no.
Oh, it won't stop doing it.
Just exit it down to the close it. There. Just
no. It's so bad.
Oh my God! Would you do plant a virus on it? You can't even swipe the app down. Oh my God! It froze. Shut your phone off. Like literally, power it down. Because it like broke.
Close all. You sent me a virus. It won't get off my screen. Hold on. If I go into it this way, there we go. What?
I'm not watching that.
Oh, where do you find these? It's not that this isn't just horrible. It's that you had it on the ready.
Right? Like, he knew exactly what to say.
It's still there.
Shut your phone down.
It's locked. Yeah. I got it. Look what you did. You broke my phone. I have to power my phone completely off now because I can't get Footloose off my phone.
You have to hit the power button again, honey.
You felt the stupid habits. Bloody hell, bro. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I have to re-power up my phone.
Because you broke it.
Because everybody went Footloose. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And again, though, I have to emphasize, it's not that the video was horrible. It's that you had it ready. It wasn't even like a hard thing to do. I know you're at work, and it was just like, ding, ding, ding.
I know.
He's like, what? Hoy speed. Throwing them at me left and right.
It's like he has a folder of fucked up things.
What kids' voices?
There's no kids. Oh, I think they hear the birds.
Those are birds outside. Can I give you a clue? There was a woman shouting everywhere. Do a charade. And the bandit. And the bandit. Smokey and the bandit. All right. My phone is fixed. No thanks to Brad. He's sending more awesome pictures to watch. I'm going to keep watching them, and I guess you guys will see my reaction. Brad will get a kick out of this. All right. We saw that one. Downloading that. Oh, my God, Brad. Okay. I'm going to turn the video down on this one. There's that one. No. Dude. Brad. Oh. No. No, 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 no. No, man. What the hell? What do you have to go to, like?
He needs to go to counseling.
What do you have to go to, like, PF Chang's for like a week to get it like that? No, no, no.
Oh. There.
No, no. You feel better? You got that out of your system? You can close that door if you want.
I'm just so cold in general, honey.
Well, go stand outside for 15 minutes. You won't be cold anymore.
No, then I'll be perfect.
No, I'm not showing the video. I would be demonetized instantly. I would be demonetized instantly. Can't have that. It's cold there too. Well, it's winter there for you, Anne. It's summer here. It's like 90 degrees outside. Hold on. She's complaining over nothing. Look at this. All she has to do is step outside to be warm.
Yeah, but then I'm going to want to stay outside to stay warm.
It's 80 degrees outside. 80 degrees. Are we expecting storms today? Some. Maybe.
It's perfect weather. I should have got my letter well.
No, no big storms. Your boss is OP. My boss. Okay, sure. If you say so, Saeed. I'm glad you're feeling better now that you have. Oh, your boss sent it to. Now I see. Now I see. Now I see what you're talking about. I missed a bit of a convo. Ah, well, now that you threw up, you should be feeling better, buddy. Got that out of your system. Yeah, you got to go easy on the monsters. Start with a half can at first and see how it goes. It's still 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'd have to go online to do the conversion. Brad's boss is awesome. He likes you. He likes Brad because Brad is famous on YouTube. Brad is a very famous YouTuber. And that's what it is. That's why he's like, I better be nice to Brad because soon he's going to be out of this place and I'm still going to be, I'm going to be there. Oh, I almost said it. I almost said it, but I didn't. I caught myself. Don't want to get Brad in any more trouble. I might just post. Maybe I'll figure out where it is. And I'm still going to stalk you when I come to the UK. So you won't know that I'm there when I first get there. I'll stalk you for a week and you're just going to see some guy running around with a camera or something. You're never going to know what's going on. Oh, God. What did Brad said now?
I don't trust him.
Neither do I.
I'm not watching a single thing he ever sends you again.
I don't know why he's sending the, what? Oh, no, mate. No, mate. No. Why, Brad? Why? It makes you a monster? Well, it's a ton of caffeine. Ta-da. Mate, that's some, is this what you do?
Why are you watching it again?
I'm not. He keeps sending different stuff. Oh, no. I can't do it, guy. I can't do it.
Just don't open his messages.
I can't do it, bro.
Here, for your PTSD.
Oh, my God, Brad.
It was a very traumatic experience.
Oh, no, the ones he sent, they're getting worse. They're getting worse. I thought that it's like, oh, that's terrible. How could it be worse? And it gets worse. I can't wait till Brad comes to America. It's going to be awesome. And you can't be like, it's your friends, oh, it's your family. This is your side again. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, because we're gonna go to Disney.
And see, Ash, you can't be like, oh, that's your friends and his friend. That's your family and his friend. I'm just the in-law. So all of this, whatever happens, that's not my fault. This is your strange family doing this. Oh, yeah. Evie's not going to want to be a Victorian era anymore. What am I doing? My DNA? My DNA? I don't know. See, though, here's the thing about me doing my DNA. Is I'm not... I kind of know. My family has a very strong lineage, and I can trace my family back really far. So I'm really not confused in any way, shape, or form into what my family lineage is. So why say it's okay? So I'm not. It's just it's you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Yeah, I can trace my family lineage back pretty far. I think we can go back well into the 1700s. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form confused on who my family is on. On the Jewish side of the family, that's a strong family. That's all chronologized. And like I said, the only thing that kind of surprised the whole family when Dad got his done was the 5% Spanish Jew. That was the only one we didn't know. Everything else was like, yep, that's exactly what we figured. And on my my mom's side of the family, they trace back. I can take my family all the way back to Scotland. Quite a ways back from through Canada, through what's that place up there where the Trailer Park Boys film? I forget. Wales, New Wales, Newfoundland, and then back into Scotland. So Uncle Sean found the family's coat of arms and everything. My uncle has the record of all of that. Go for it, buddy. And so, yeah, that's never been a real big mystery of lineage. We kind of know where everybody's from and who's there and who's what, and names are pretty well traced. So it's never been a real, like, people are like, oh, it's interesting to find out about me. I'm like, it would kind of be interesting to have it on paper, I guess. But I know my family lineage. Like I said, there wasn't anything. Evie got some big surprises. Hers was really cool. I thought that was the most interesting thing. I really wanted to figure out what she was. I knew just by looking at her, I had called. I said, look, I can see this in you. So I can recognize. And that, I think, comes from traveling all over the world. Like, even in the military, you see people from all over. Was that Pipe? Yeah, she's at the door. Oh, well, thank you. But seeing people from all over and being born from different places and meeting so many people from different areas, I've picked up what people look like. Well, Saeed, I just met you. Usually before we add you as a moderator, we ask that you come and hang out for a little bit, get to know everybody, make sure you're cool. We've had a few problems with some moderators, and we've had to always clean it up. So I ask that you just hang out for a few streams, get to know me a little bit. I'll get to know you, and if you match up and you're not working under the influence of too much Monster and a vomit, we'll see about working on that. How about that? But no, Brad, I don't share videos like that. I don't have videos like that on my phone. I don't have pictures like that on my phone. I don't. Well, good. I'm glad to meet you, man. By the way, how old are you, Saeed? Are you a young? Oh, I almost caught that fly. I should have that. You do now. Look, they're not on my phone. There's messages, and I will clear those out because you're a very naughty boy, Brad. It's just this. I don't know. As an Americans, I don't know. I don't share stuff like that with my friends. I don't share pictures like that. Never have. It's just not my style. But I love people that do because it's hilarious. But it's just not my style. But your style is funny. And I like that. That's what makes Brad.
We're more prude.
They're cute. They're cute.
That's funny. We're more prude than they are.
Oh, they've come a long way. Look at they've got they've come a long way.
Apparently.
It's your birthday too. You turned 15. Oh, well then happy birthday.
In my opinion, they still have the big tubed TVs.
Well, very cool. I doubt it though. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? Oh God. What are you talking about now? Puppies. Oh God, dude. Oh God, dude, why? Oh, B, come on, B. Oh my God. Oh my God, B. Oh man, you made me laugh so hard, Brad. Oh my gosh, you make me laugh so hard. Yeah, go for it. Oh, Brad, go for it, B. Oh, Brad, you're one odd cookie, man.
Oh, heck no. Nope. Nice try, buddy. I just saw puppies. Not today, Satan.
Not today. Not today. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, wow. But that's your family. Don't ignore your family.
Oh, no.
What if he wants you to see the puppies?
I don't care.
Ann said, good one, Evie. Not today, Satan. That's coming back. That's a line that's coming back. It doesn't look right. It's getting too fluffy behind there. I have to look like, there we go. Look like I should be in a 70s band talking about like maybe should be in the Who. The puppies, it's more are coming.
You can keep sending them all you want.
He's at work.
He's at work. He can the block button.
You won't block family, not Brad.
You can mute their messages or block just their messages. So yes, I will. Don't try me.
All right. Well, great, man. Congratulations. Getting yourself a nice PC. Rock on, bro. He says, it's okay. I have my ways. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's all you, Brad. It's all you. This is a family feud. I'm not in the middle. I can't get in the middle of this. Not in the middle of. You were family before, even before I knew, Brad. There was nothing that changes that. So whatever he does, I can't get in trouble for.
Why this?
No, this is truth, people. Truth. No Lugan.
Lugan.
Nein, dis Lugan. Lugan gisht nein. I don't know if I'm saying. Liar is not. Is no. Ein ist nein dis Lugan. There we go. I think I said that right. Oh, there you go. Well, it's going to be a long road trip, Brad. So Brad's sitting in the car and he goes, Evie, look at this. Check it out. And you look over. Oh, I got her. Pip, pip, cheerio. Ash, did you see? I made her go, ew. And there'll be nothing we can do. And in 2 hours, I'll show you another one. and you'll forget because you'll be playing your game. Hey, Faye, look.
I have eye masks.
All right, bye.
Who's going?
Saeed. It was nice meeting you, Saeed. Don't forget to subscribe, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you thumbed up. Check out some more videos. As soon as you wake up. He says, as soon as you wake up.
They don't have to come off.
You can't do that for 36 hours.
You want to bet? You see me sleep longer than that.
Phoebe said, challenge accepted.
You see me sleep longer than
You can't
that.
sleep in a car ride in a road trip. No, you can't. It's against the rules. I will inject you with caffeine. Put you on a drip while you're asleep.
I sleep on freaking what's that? What do I?
Nice, Brad.
I sleep on Benadryl. Or not Benadryl. I stay awake on Benadryl.
Muselks. Yes, I love his channel. Muscle K is how I like to remember it. Muscle K is how it's spelled. Muselk. Muselk. I love his channel. He's great. And he's an Aussie. I love his accent. He's the funniest. He's got great gameplay. He's amazing at the game. Brad, this is going to be fun. He's pretty fun. Riding the cannon. Yeah, I've watched all his videos for at least a few months now. Great stuff. And then his buddy Lachlan. I like watching Lachlan. Lachlan's pretty cool too. He does some interesting stuff. I believe he was lucky. Hello, Gamer Boy. That's a cool name, man. I've got a Game Boy, one of the original ones. Part of my retro gaming collection. I love retro games. Don't play as much as I'd like to, but I have all the good ones. I am missing a Sega Saturn, but I have no connection to a Sega Saturn because I never owned one. There just wasn't a whole library that appealed to me. I went from the Super Nintendo to the Nintendo 64 to the PlayStation, and then from there on. So yeah. Well, it's interesting that Saeed had to go, and then Gamer Boy came on. That's just interesting. Yeah, I like playing with you, Jacob. It's no big deal. Takes everybody time to get better. That's all. I was at one point no good at Fortnite. You just got to keep working at it, playing at it. You'll get there. Yeah, I know. Saeed, I'm very well aware, Brad. Saeed's playing a game. Gamer Boy. I got to go to sleep now. Oh, my friend told me to come over here. It's fine, bud. I don't know why you're doing that, but no. No, he is your friend. Oh, okay. Your friend. And who are we speaking to now, Sybil? That's a joke that just went.
No, I knew exactly who.
No. Oh, yeah, you know, because I'm proving a point. That's the point. No, he's my friend. Okay. If you insist. No need to get working. He's your friend. If you say so, we're just pulling your chain. I'm just a little Bowser here. I love that's Brad. He's so handsome, Dan. Oh, Brad. Yes, but he sends horrible videos. You met on Fortnite.
He's a horrible, horrible friend.
But you said your friend told me about you. Told me you about me. Look at Brad bouncing. He's pretty smooth. That was quick log in, quick log out. He got it done in two comments. Brad must be switching screens hard.
Or he has more
I've not even started yet.
More than likely, he just has more than one device.
Probably got everybody at work. Hey, why don't you do that? Make everybody at work go to my stream right now. Do it. Tell them they have to. He's a pirate. Arr. How's the weather? Nice today. We had a storm yesterday, and now it's all cooled off a wee bit. So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, the stream is filling up a bit. That's also nice. There's only one other person. Rusty Shacklefurker. You're just jealous, Hank. Killing's what I do. If the government's going to spy on me, I'm going to spy on them, Hank. Oh, okay. Bing. 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 Can I do Homer Simpson? No, unfortunately, not really. I don't do a very good Homer.
Dude, you do not give up.
Whom? Oh.
Brad. I keep getting messages that he
Horses. It's a good
I have a
ship.
stronger will than you think.
Hello, Libby. How are you? Lee says hello, Evie.
Hello.
Hello.
Why did I do that?
Put Brad through a table. I couldn't. That would be. I can't beat up one of my cousins. That would be wrong. She's more than welcome to tase him. That's family issues. I have no part of that.
Oh, man.
He says he's done. I don't believe that. He's a tricky guy, is what he is. He's a tricky guy. He's a tricky guy. When you move into America, Brad, when you move in here, huh? Once you get enough subscribers, then you can come over here on a work visa, and then you can get your citizenship. You can live. Brad the YouTuber. Brad's famous on YouTube. You should know that. Everybody knows Brad. If you don't know Brad, of course Brad's famous on YouTube. You seen his channel? Go subscribe. Go subscribe. He's tearing it up. He's going to be on YouTube's Rewind 2019. YouTube Rewind 2019. Brad's going to be on there. Wow. It's going to start making the rounds for sure, man. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You're as nasty as can be. Yep. You're going to be there too. Maybe someday. I'm really not interested in it. Well, I will say this, though. The reason I started my YouTube channel is I wanted to be on YouTube Rewind someday. But that's since I've really kind of lost interest in that. Kind of just like doing the YouTube as a whole, as a general, you know? You're a nice guy, Mr. Brad. You send videos that are bad. I have a perfect next line, but I'm not going to give it away. Yeah, actually you did. I was about to be like, you know what, I'm done with this YouTube thing. It's not working. It was about that time I met Brad. And he was like, no, man, stay at it. Keep going. And I was like, I don't know, man. It's just nothing's happening. It doesn't work. And then it started trickling up, and then it's been slowly going from there. I have not yet, Jacob. I'm sure it's going to be interesting to see. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun to check that out. Butter. There's the dog. Pretty girl. Whoops. We're sliding all over the place. No traction on these. This chair doesn't have, it slides. It lets the thing slide. It's just at a certain angle that it doesn't. Now it stays. There we go. Slick surface, you know. All I said was, don't do it. No, he was like, nah. You were like, nah, dude, it'll come along. You got to keep, you know, it'll go. You're doing it. I think you're funny. And I was like, well, yeah, I guess so. If there's one person, maybe there's more. I didn't realize that it just wasn't the American audience that likes me. It's the British, Canadians, you guys, the Australians, the New Zealanders, the Netherlands. This is where I seem to find the audience that works well with me. You guys seem to get it. You get it. And that's what's awesome. That is what is awesome about it, good sir. Oh, I know, man. It's going to be great when we have you over here, dude. We're going to do so much awesome stuff. You know what would be fun to do, Brad, is if we can get a chair, you know, one of those wheelie chairs, and we'll sit you down with the M4 and we'll let you shoot yourself until it pushes you rolling in the chair. That would be cool. How do you think? What do you think about that? You could put your feet up, but you're going to have to aim a little high. Or if we could get the chair and you point the gun at an angle and you shoot so that it makes you spin. And as long as you keep shooting, it'll add more momentum to you. That would be funny. As long as you don't shoot yourself in the leg and we'd have to stand back. We could do this safely enough. We would just have to be very careful. This could be done, but it would just have to be done safely. He always aims high. Mr. Pilot, how are you, sir? Yo, yo. Ahoy. Hello, Captain. He always aims high. What's the worst that can happen? A bullet wound is the worst that can happen, and that's not that bad. It's barely anything. I guess we could do it with the 45 if you would feel more comfortable. That would be a little more manageable. You know, you could just point it down with the handgun. Well, cool, Mr. Saeed and Mr. Pilot. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we just been hanging out. You like big guns. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. And when a gun walks in with a itty-bitty waist and a big caliber in your face, you get sprung. We were at the we went to the store the other day. I like to cruise thrift stores, pawn shops, looking for retro games and stuff like that. You never know. Found some good stuff at the store the other day, but the games they had were just all sports games, and those are generally not worth anything. Sports games are just not highly sought after. You were right, gamer boy. You were right. Fair enough. You got to understand the irony. So we're walking into the store, and the guy's coming out, and he's got a shotgun or something. And Evie dropped the joke, and she hit it this time. And we opened the door, and the guy goes, "After you." And she goes, "After you. You got the gun." It was hilarious. Oh my God, you and Evie, Brad. Have you seen? He goes, "Have you watched Ready Player One?" And Evie was like, "You wanted to see that one."
Yeah.
I have no desire to see that movie. No, Brad, I have not seen Ready Player One. That looks so corny. But Evie likes those type of movies. It's good. You probably, Brad, did you like Maze Runner? Let's see. Evie liked Maze Runner. I watched it. I was like, this is just another Hunger Games. But let me guess, Brad liked it. Brad liked it. Let's see. Watch. He liked it. He liked it. He's a Harry Potter like her. What's Maze Runner? You've never, oh.
He's never seen Maze Runner?
Tell him, Evie.
Really good movie about kids that are in a maze, really.
You'll like it, Brad. If you like those kind of movies, you'll like Maze Runner. There's a bunch of sequels, too.
I like Death Race.
Evie likes Death Race.
That was good.
So are you a pilot, Mr. Pilot? Sounds poo. You sound like poo. See, Maze Runner's cool. I don't know. You want to watch poo. Dude, you have sent me poo to watch. Oh, you're It wasn't a bad flick, dude. It wasn't a bad movie. I'll give it that. The first one was really good. I was captivated by the first one. You can tell that an author puts their heart and soul into the first one and they nail it, and they're like, now you need to write a sequel. Shit. They don't know how to. I got to get them out of here. How do I do that? Well, I never planned to get them out of here. Crap. That's why the book I'm writing, which I still haven't gotten any more done. But I'm still writing my book. And someday it'll be done. Someday. I'm in no rush. Maybe I want to have it done by the time I'm 35 tops. And if it works out, the sequel won't take me any time at all, because then by then I'll have a team of ghostwriters that'll be able to help out and finish it up. So if the sequel comes out, the sequel won't take long at all. And that's already, yeps, I started writing a sci-fi book myself, but it's based with a lot of science in it. And it took me a little bit of research to make sure I was getting some of the details right at first. And I've written 2 chapters, or did I finish 1 chapter? Chapter 1 is done, I believe. And interesting. I love the thing. I've talked to a few people about it. They told me this is going to be, they think it's great, blah, blah, blah. I've just got to finish writing it. I've given the title before, but I don't give any of the inserts on here because someone could steal it. So I'm still writing it, but it's a work in progress. But I already have the sequel written. Are you excited for the new Harry Potter, Evie?
Yes.
Is there a new Harry Potter?
There's supposed to be.
There's supposed to be a new Harry Potter. I guess it's the Fantastic Beasts 2.
There's also that one.
Harry Potter. Ari. His name is Ari. Ari. Is Evie all right? She's sitting there. She's playing a game. What are you playing? Yahtzee?
Mm-hmm.
She's playing Yahtzee. You should play Yahtzee, Brad. Oh, wait. Never mind. You know, some data. Wait, you're connected to the Wi-Fi at work, I'm sure. Because you work at a prison, don't you, Brad? That's right. You work at a prison. What's Yahtzee? You don't know what Yahtzee is?
The greatest game ever.
And it's not Yazzie. He spelled it Y-A-Z-I. Yazzie. Yahtzee. It's a game. It's a game with dice. Take all your money. No, there's no money involved. Did he? That monster was too much? Geez, I've never heard of someone getting sick off a monster. Maybe a BFE, a BFC when they had those. Remember those? They had to get rid of them, though. I loved the BFC. Thing was huge. Did you guys ever see that energy drink? It was a monster called the BFC. It stood for the big fucking can. And it was huge. It was a big round can, about yay big around, about yay tall. And man, it was like 4 in 1. 3 or 4 in 1. And boy, you'd see somebody walking with that and be like, oh, they must have had a rough night last night. They're drinking the BFC. They had them on post like crazy. I loved them. Big damn can. Drink it up. Well, guys, I'm coming up on a 2.5 hour mark. It's been a lot of fun hanging out. Probably going to get ready to jump off of here in a little bit. Might play some Fortnite, hang out with Evie first for a while. Play some Fortnite tonight. Jump on with you guys if you want to play. You know the screen name, JGreenBomb85. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you. Oh yeah, the super chat. Thank you so much to thank you so much to, who was it? It was John in New Jersey.
I think so.
Yeah, it was John in New Jersey. Thank you so much to him for his super chat donation. We appreciate that. It's really kind of him to do that, and I appreciate it. Again, more storms coming your way too, I think, today. It says there's supposed to be a little rain. My shoulder is actually starting to throb a little bit, and that usually indicates that there's a storm a brewing. And John with the 10. Yes, he did. I was really appreciative of him. Thank you. Thank you so much. That always helps. He is rich. Everything goes to helping the channel and making videos and coming up with ideas. I'm gathering the materials for the video I need to make this That's Brad inspired video. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sip is on his way. He's rich. You too? Oh, well, that's cool, man. Very cool, Gamer Boy. Well, I'm glad fortune has found you, good sir. That's always nice. But, yeah. I'm glad as well, Brad. Thank you so much. Like I said, I met your request. Your request is granted. Brad said I needed to do a live stream like this, and I felt obliged. So I went ahead and made sure I went ahead and did one. It has been a while. I've been doing a lot of Fortnite, and I didn't want to just to get into a rut. And I know people appreciate these and like these kind of streams, and I enjoy doing them. I didn't invite you for the party. Well, I will. I haven't played yet. If you want to, you're more than welcome to come join me later on. Again, it's the same screen name as you see on here on my channel. Just make sure you comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be happy to play with you. And not you, Gamer Boy. That's funny. But you guys take it easy. Thank you so much for everybody for hanging out. Thank you for Brad for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. And for all that you have done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'll see you guys to either later tonight on the stream for Fortnite if I decide to stream Fortnite, or I'll be back tomorrow for another stream one way or another. So thank you so much. You guys take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Wait, I forget it always takes this time to end.